And welcome to the next episode. Hope everybody's having a good day. Today's episode, I ran into a little bit of a problem. My goal was to start working with our villagers, and I had prepped this, little area down here. Had our doors ready, was going to get our villager down in here, set up the 6-door village, and then up here, start up with our breeder, get this area a little bit cleared out. It ends up being on the same level as our fish farm and everything else. Still second guessing that one, and now I have a little bit of time to second guess because I was going to get our first guy moved and sort of show that up at the beginning of this, and we ran into a problem. I only have one guy in here now. Somehow, the other two villagers left. No idea where they're at. They're not in here anymore. They just vanished. So I am out 2 villagers. So at the very least, I need two of them to get them up and going. But if you remember back in our village, we had way over there a couple episodes ago, a bunch of episodes ago. We have another village, a couple more villagers over there. So I am going to do the village shuffle game again and get a couple back over here and get them down into this little hole here and set up the breeder on this one. I think I'm going to take this down a little further now that I sort of have an opportunity to second guess myself and get this down a little bit lower overall. So let me dig this out, drag the other villagers over here, probably going to get them down here where I know it's going to be relatively safe, seal this all off and get moving on that one so that we can work with them and start building our villager trading stations. I'm going to go and get me some villagers and herd them back over here. So I will see you after a bit. All right. This is not our village. This is our little slime farm down here. When I was digging out, I decided I was going to dig lower, dig out some more space around here. Down there, and I figured, okay, I'll go down a little bit further, put our villager breeder down here, put our village down there, get some carts running up there about where I was at for our trading booth, but I wanted a little bit more space, and I dug into our slime farm. So what I'm doing now, and this has always been my plan, is I am gonna encase this wall in glass. I figured that that long term, there may be something down here by it, maybe another ward farm or something, kind of see into it. But in general, I like to, especially like farms like this that are down so low and I'm not 100% certain where they're at. I want to put them with a unique block around them so that if I'm digging towards them and I find them, then I kind of know what I'm digging into. And I thought the glass would be nice. I can sort of see down here if we ever come down here. And this is the bottom of our melon and pumpkin farm down here. So we were getting down into it anyway. I initially put some brick in here. I knew, like I said, the long term I was going to put glass in here just to get it into place, so that you can kind of see in here, looking what's on as we're going through here. So I'm going to finish this wall out, dig out some space, and then I'll hopefully go get our villagers here really soon, unless I get sidetracked with something else. So I will here in a bit. Welcome back. So, it's been a kind of an interesting day here. We've got our, you can see all of the netherrack is gone, and that means we've got our villager out. Drop down. We went back over to our other village, got help of Knight_13. He built the battleship there back in the spawn town. And a little bit of clarity ensued. I tried to give it a record and it didn't quite work right. I'm going to figure out how to get these collabs to record. But we've got most of our stuff down there now. We got enough villagers down there. I want to show you what we've got set up. So we're going to set up Impulse's SV's basic villager farmer with a brown coat, infinite breeder. And what that means is we basically set up a farm. Potatoes is the easiest. We get one brown coat, which is sitting there looking very dejected in minecart. And then drop one other villager in there. They'll swap food back and forth. Continue to breed. Their kids will run around. The baby villagers will run around in here. Drop into this little hole over here. It goes underneath. Then up this water elevator up to the trading booths that we're going to have upstairs. And this is the slime farm right here. I replaced the glass with earlier. So I'm going to try and this should be interesting. Try and get this little guy out of here and his friend out of here. Oh, this should be hilarious. Class. Goal was notice I moved ender pearls up to my hotbar. It's because should be able to pop, and I hollowed out right up, knowing that I was gonna have to do this, sort of hollowed out right above me right here, ender pearl up and out over the top. So get, oh, there goes the part. There you go. Whoops, get to work. Good job. Well, that was easier than expected. So let's get him a friend out over here. Let's see if we can pop him. Go. You go out. Come on. Get this. All right. That was a boo-boo. That was a boo-boo. Oops. Sorry. Get those. Hand those around. This guy out of the corner here. Without making a mess. Another one right over here. Minecart. So you go there. Yay! I think I got him. I gotta clean up all of this mess over here. So that is the breeder itself. Now to activate it, we need it. I've still got one guy over here. Not sure what I'm gonna do with him yet. Do next is go down here, and this guy right down here is going to be our going to be activating the doors. You need 6 doors in order to have active village with visibility to sunlight. So you'll see up above, it's even dark, sunlight up there. And I need to go back up there and look because I made a mistake. Our roof up there, so Zip up there. I think this is going to be a problem. I need it straight above and right here, right below that roof. So, well, drat. Well, I guess I'm moving this tunnel down a little bit. It's not a big deal on where it's located down below. I can move it out a little bit, no big deal. But I need to dig this down and get those, get that glass and that village there set up in the right spot. I can try and set it up, but all it would be is just moving the doors around. Let's go do that and see. So let's go and move. Worst case, I got to pick up the doors and move out of the way. So a couple of half slabs. Oh, poison potato. Trash. So yeah, I didn't even notice the roof on that one. I don't think it works. So. But I've been wrong before. I will be wrong again. I had doors in here. Six doors. Junk. Off fighting river out there, and they're both in the same spot. I was confused there for a second. All right, so what we want to do is this guy back in. Up this part. There you go. Get him here. Push him back over. Come on. Get in there. Alright. There, and then there. So he's sort of stuck there. This is going to be where we're going to have our village. Set down 6 doors. This actually makes a full village now. It should make a full village. Depending upon the sunlight issue there. I think what I'm going to have to do is pull this whole thing out 1 block this way. What happened there? Ow. There we go. So we'll see what happens here. I'll give it a little bit. I think what I'll do is I'll go grab me a few potatoes and chuck them in there too. I'll see if I can get them moving a little bit quicker. But and see what happens here. I'm pretty sure that this should be that I'm going to have to move this stuff down rather than trying to move that whole house up there. So let me get some potatoes, dump some, spend some time seeing if these guys are going to go, get breeding and what we can get collected, and then I will back with you here in a bit. Alright, and welcome back. So we are headed down into our bulk storage area, which is coming along pretty well. Wow, I've Got a stack of stone. I did not realize I had filled that up. Slimes are doing well. Pumpkins are doing pretty well. Melons are full. Blaze rods are almost full. I think I'm going to pull our nether rack for right now. I need a place to put sugarcane, which is going to be up here. And the only other thing to do is to knock this wall back and go out a couple more blocks, which I know I'm going to have to do in the future. I just want to get the village up and running, going. So we're going to pull our nether rack out. We're going to poke our head through here. Grab some sugar cane and put that in our sorter. And the reason we want to do that is as we get our village farm up and running, sugarcane is a pretty easy. Sugarcane and melons are the two biggest trading items that we can get to. They grow the fastest. We can farm them automatically. So we can grow them pretty easily, and store them up. So I want to start. I'm going to be building here sugarcane farm here. There's our nether rack. Just going to place it. Okay. It will down. Find a place for all of this netherrack. Not a big deal. But gonna start collecting that there. For our bulk storage, and where we're gonna put our sugarcane farm, I'll show you this real quick, is down here across from our melons, melon and pumpkin. Been hollowing this out. We're gonna put a sugarcane farm over here, using the glass and the slime balls to push it against the glass, drop it down. Probably gonna drop it down. I'm not sure which way it's gonna go, but it's gonna drop down into our bulk item elevator over here, along with all of the rest of our stuff. So that it just dumps into the bulk storage there. We don't have to mess with it. So that's where we're at. I've got one of the other server players that are going to come over here and touch base with me on this village mechanic as far as whether I need that glass or not. So as soon as I know that, I'll let you guys know. Not going to be a big deal either way. Just need to see if these guys willing to breed with the way that they're set up. So I'm gonna keep working on this sugarcane farm. Hopefully get that done here before the end of this episode, and then we know what we're gonna do with the villages over there. So the goal really today is to get the basics set up and running for our trading post. I will see you here in a bit. I just got a visit from Oberus, and he came over and looked, and yeah, we were right. We're gonna have to dig this down, so shouldn't be that big a deal. We're just gonna dig this down, move it out one level, not a problem. Cover it up, glass here. Want to make sure that sun going down, I don't get any critters. Get some glass, and over here we'll dig that down, move the doors forward, because the doors are what needs to see the sunlight. So let me dig down there and I'll show you what I mean by the doors needing to see the sunlight on that, and I will be back in just a second. So we've got our line all the way down here. And what we've got is this is the block right here that has access to the sunlight. So that is where, that is the set of doors that that door needs to see. So those doors are valid. Now those doors finish the village. So this guy right back here should be detecting this as a full village. And oh, bummer. So you can see these guys have moved over to this side because they see the village now, and they're going to try and get down to the doors and so. These guys should be going to be going to town here. Getting us some villagers here. That's the hope. So sneak my way out here. Oh. That'll cause a heart attack. Overus has been collecting up some skulls to stock up his beacon shop, so he just spawned a wither. Was not quite ready for that. So he's got that taken. We've got a little wither killer up in the nether that sort of spawns him into bedrock, but he's going to be doing a handful of those. So there's another one. So I am going to get to work on our sugarcane farm and back to you here in a bit once I get this part of it, basics of it laid in. I will see you here after the cut. I think there may be a problem. Yeah, I'm not even sure how he got in there. Heck. This is pretty well lit up, I thought. I mean, great. Just my luck. So, yeah, I just sort of wanted to share my panic with everyone else. So, back to digging. Reminder. What is the cardinal rule? Don't dig straight down. That is a empty bottle of fire resist that I normally save for the nether. Oh, okay, I'm lucky today. I'll take that today. Woo! Yeah, that probably wasn't my finest moment. Okay, so we're in the process of finishing up our sugarcane. And to think about that for a second. I'm still getting over the panic of digging straight down into lava. Yeah, I was digging the drop tunnel for the water streams. I figured, it's not that deep. Nothing'll get me. Yeah. As some YouTubers would say, that was a full pucker. Big time. So, I've got the farm working. I've got it all basically done. I just need to finish putting in the glass here for the rest of this. This is going to be the floor level, so this is what we'll see. I need to put the rest of the sides up, ceiling on there, and some lighting in there too, and get the sugarcane planted. But I need to get it to drop into here first, so I have to jump down to our water stream, figure out where we're at. This is where keeping track of everything is at helps. So, oops, I don't want to go down there. I want to go down here. Still a little rattled. Forgive me. Alright, so our item elevator is over here. And this is where it comes at. So over here is where the slime chunk comes in. Right over here is where the one for the slime ball, or not the slime balls, the melons and so forth come in. So I'm figuring gotta be like right in this area. So let me figure out how deep I've got to go. Let's see here. Pencil and a pencil and a piece of paper. We are at 8, get it one. So that's where we're at here. We can figure out where our tunnel's got to come down at. So, right before I hit the record button there, not only had I dropped into the lava, I was able to get my potion drank, but I'm like, okay, I can swim out. There's got to be a hole around here somewhere, and I'm like going, oh no. So I keep digging a little further this way, and I drop down a little bit where I can see, and I'm like, well, I'm not seeing a way out of this just yet. So this must have been an enclosed cavern down there. But always good practice to keep a potion of fire resist on you at all times. And with that in mind, I'm actually gonna go get another one before we run downstairs and get this all squared away. So let me restock my potion. Go and make sure I didn't make a complete mess anywhere. And once I get figure out where that tunnel is going to come down at and so forth, I will get back to you and show you what we're going to do. So we'll see you here in a second. All right, and welcome back. Now we got things cooled down a little bit. Not quite so hot in here. So I've figured out where we're going to go. Remember back when I was digging that item elevator and I ran into this big old pool of lava right here? It's a big pool of lava. That's actually what I fell in down over here. So instead of going this direction with it, I decided that I'll go backwards a little bit with it. So this is our stream. We're going to lay down some packed ice. And this is where they're going to drop down at. So I know I don't have near enough water. I do have 2 buckets. So ourselves a nice, maybe we'll make ourselves a nice infinite pool. So all right. Bucket there, and we pick up the metal. So I never like ending that on the other side of the corner. You never know what momentum you've got. But I am okay doing that. There goes some melons. Stuff through. So what we do want is we want to replace those 2 blocks. The one that I broke, that one. We half slab right there. That'll let that one keep going, and the stuff under here will keep. Our block there. Not quite enough. So stop it right here. I can get another bucket of water. There we go. So this is our flow back in from our drop tube right there. Yes, I'm going to patch up this hole so that it knows, so it'll fall straight down. Get those light. Technically, these are light are spawnable, but I try to keep these tunnels lit best as I can going down. So that's why I leave the torches in there. This is a straight fall down. I don't care if they trickle over to that side, but I don't want them to come back this way. So we're going to use, let's see, 1, 2, perfect. So we're going to take some polished andesite. Just something different to identify that, hey, there's something behind this wall. It's not a block I use a lot of in this build, and it's not something you're going to see down below. So there's that. All right, so those will drop in. They'll join everything else in this item elevator, get shot into there, and over to our bulk storage. And you can see the multiple openings right there. So the next step is to plant the sugar cane, and then that will be done. Oh, I got to put the glass in the front so that we don't lose, and the water in the troughs. But relatively speaking, that one is done. So that is going to be it for this episode. We're gonna leave it there. I'll come back and we'll decorate that on one of the next episodes. Love to get your comments. You can either leave them in the video below, or you can catch me on Twitter at @AWanderingNerd. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want to see more of them, definitely subscribe. So I will see you in the next video.